And I can't help thinking about Hurricane Gustav. This keeps rolling into my head. When Hurricane Gustav left the Gulf and came up as a storm center, as a set of thunderstorms, basically, it dumped a boatload of rain here in Illinois, all the way from the Gulf, all the way up here, up through the part of the breadbasket of this nation. Now just hang tight with me here for a moment. If there were another Hurricane Gustav, we could have another Hurricane Gustav, you know. If a hurricane whipped up the soup that's in the Gulf right now, that is crude oil, very toxic to humans and other things, other living things, plus dispersants, which you really shouldn't have on you or breathing in. And people are getting sick down there, and that's not talked about very much, but they're getting sick by even trying to work down there. So you whip that froth up into a hurricane's clouds that become just thunderstorm clouds. And it drops that crap all the way from Louisiana through Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, and you come out and see a fine mist of crap on your car, and then you try and drive on a road covered with that crap, and then you have airplanes trying to take off on runways covered with that crap. You really don't think you'll be affected just because you're not on the Gulf? Every ship that comes up the Mississippi has to be cleaned off before it enters the Mississippi River. It has to be cleaned. You really don't think that the cost of the goods on those ships aren't going to go up? Just because of that? That adds to the cost of those goods. You know what comes up the Mississippi? Mostly? Look it up. It's your petroleum. It's the gas you put in your car. Comes up the Mississippi, meets up with trains and trucks, and is dispersed throughout the country. If every one of those tankers has to be washed, and every barge has to be washed before it comes up the Mississippi, that's just adding to the cost of everything. This disaster is more than the Gulf. And the disaster in the Gulf and around the Gulf is bad enough. People have died. Let's not forget, people died. People are being slowly killed by the fumes down there because it's toxic. That soup is toxic now. Their tourism is all just going away. All tourism on the Gulf is just evaporating. If there is karma, and I truly believe there is, and I hate to say this, but once it hits that loop current and hits the ocean, that oil could wash up on England's pristine shores. But let's not forget, BP bought Amoco in 1998. Amoco is the company at the base of this. Just because they're owned by BP now and merged, it's Amoco. Remember Amoco? Back in 1978, the Amoco Cadiz ship broke up off the coast of France, and it took 10 years to get the money to France to pay for the damages. So little Tony can get up there and talk as much as he wants about how they'll make it right. He doesn't say when, does he? When he says that classic legal phrase, "We will honor all legitimate claims," the armies of lawyers that will be lined up to indicate whether a claim is legitimate or not will be just astounding. And most of us are pretty much helpless to do anything about this because the people with the technology, the people with the expertise, have reached the limit of their technology. They've reached their limit. It's going to take years, if it can be stopped. You have to understand, there are geothermal forces at play here. There are tectonic forces at play here. The pressure with which that stuff is coming out it hasn't abated. It hasn't decreased at all. It's still just gushing out of there. This is not a spill, by the way. You give me the man who can stop a volcano from erupting, and that's the man that can stop this. Anyone? Anyone? No? There's my little pessimistic rant. I've ranted enough. Blood pressure ahoy. Anyway. Food for thought. We'll all choke on that, I guess. We'll all choke on it one way or the other. It's not just the gas in your car, it's all the plastics, including all the plastics used in medical. There's tons of plastic in medical. Cars, manufacture of countless items. Plastic. That's petroleum too. Yeah, I'm pessimistic. Fine. Maybe I'm a realistic pessimist, though. This is not going to be pretty. And I suggest we get ready for the long haul on this, because it's going to be a long haul. There is no quick fix. We've reached the end of our technology, and it is us. You people take care out there, and I'll try and do the same. Maybe my next rant will be about something totally stupid. Wouldn't that be nice? Talk to you later.